Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here, welcome to another video. So, I did promise some control sword games, so this is gonna be me holding up to my end of the bargain. I will not be showing you Thanni's control sword list, partially because I forgot to ask her permission to go ahead and show you guys. Just because I know that was something that was something she put a lot of work and effort into, so it wouldn't be fair for me to go ahead and just show it without asking permission. So I'll probably be asking for that tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna show you one of my lists. So I have a few lists that I've been working on. I'm not gonna show all of them. I'm only gonna show the one I particularly use. But legitimately, when I play sword, I usually only play control sword. You can play mid-range sword as well. However, I don't particularly think that it does anything better than other mid-rangey type decks. Like for example, I don't really think it does anything better than say Dirt Rune or something like that. Just because Dirt Rune has reach, sword has reach too, but Dirt Rune's reach is better because Dirt Rune's reach is just straight up just burn. So this is the list I'm using. I probably need to go into it. I probably need to make an intro to building for this because there's probably a lot of things that seem funky as shit. So I'll probably do that after I finish recording, just because I need to finish this recording so that way I can go ahead and just play so I don't have to worry about me accidentally playing over these games. Just because I have played a lot of crazy games, and it's always unfortunate for me if I accidentally play over the game just because I have to keep playing. Like for example, on the last day of the season, I had some ridiculous games. Like for example, I had a game where I had to kill a sword player underneath Durandal with Polyroar in play. That shit was crazy, but unfortunately, none of you guys will ever get to see it because I couldn't record it. So let me go ahead and go to the games. So I will go ahead and preface this by saying that two of the three games were versus force, and historically, control sword does really well versus force just because you play a lot of wards. I mean, I particularly am not playing that many wards if I remember correctly, so I am going to be a little bit more fragile to it. However, it's still a very I think favorite matchup for me. However, versus Rune, you're actually not that favorite. But let's go ahead and go into the games. So I'm going to keep my 2-drop, I'm going to toss back the rest. I unfortunately get a very bad hand, but that's fine. Maybe I can draw some things to go ahead and salvage that. I don't. Use Fairy Circle, that's fine. I just going to play up Delirial. Now there is merit to me playing on the better Lancer instead. However, you want to try to save your wards for later in the game if possible, just because wards really screw Roach. So here I'm just gonna go Shield of Flame. I go Shield of Flame because again, I'm trying to hold on to this ward for as long as possible. Here he goes Magical Girl Lilac. Now Lilac is actually very difficult for me to deal with, so I physically can't deal with it this turn. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play a Conscription to go ahead and try to fish for my Geno. I get the Geno. However, if he bounces this, I'm gonna die. If he bounced that, if he made the trade then bounced it, I was just gonna probably concede. But here he goes EPM. The EPM is deadly for me because again he has a 1/4 and a 4/3, and also plays out some fairies as well. So here when he plays these out for tempo, I have to be very afraid because I have no idea why he's doing this. But here I just go Luminous Mage. The Luminous Mage is the best possible thing I can get. However, again, I don't want him to bounce that Magical Girl Lilac, so I'm just going to trade into that. Yes, I will eat 4 damage for having done this, but that is fine. I don't care. I just need things on this board to stick. However, it looks like I'm not going to get anything to stick, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. It's okay. He plays the Kai'Sa. the Kaiser it still makes me very, very confused because I still don't know exactly what's going on. I'm assuming that he's neutral Roach. Yeah, that he's neutral Roach. With with less neutrals, so that way he can support the Roach package. So I go ahead and evolve here. I make this evolve here because I don't want to deal with anything silly. Unfortunately, I guessed wrong, and he was actually PTP. That's weird because why did he pitch with a carrot? But hey, you know, people make things, life choices and all that. That's fine. So here, I just go and go Albert. I go for the Albert because I want to get the conscription draws because I need to see more real cards because I'm running out of steam. Additionally, I already know that my last Albert is gonna be evolving and going face, so I want to do what I can to avoid needing to do that. So I want to go ahead and do what I can to get my rush cards. So that way I can conserve that last Evo. When he plays the Fairy Beast is actually very, very good for me. The reason why that's right, so it looks weird, but the reason why that's good for me is because it gives my Sabaki value. Because although I would like to play Hero of Antiquity, there's a very, very strong chance that Hero of Antiquity dies on the board. So by putting this into stealth, I can go ahead and I'm in a good spot. However, here, well, I say good spot, but it's still deadly because if he finds a Roach, I'm gonna die. However, here I just go Hero of Antiquity. The Hero of Antiquity was so good because now I get to kill this Lilac for free, and then I get to go ahead and just make trades. Even though he's gonna get to heal, I have to trade and reduce as much damage as possible because I don't want to die to any silly Roach bullshit, because there's a strong chance that he found the Roach. However, he did not find the Roach, so I got very, very lucky there. But I'm still in danger of dying. So here, thankfully, I get to get value for my Erd, which again, if you watch the video I'll have after this that like explains this deck, you'll understand why I'm running it. And then I get a lot of value here, because now I get to go Geno, into that I get to evolve. I use the evolve now because the Hero of Antiquity is going to make up all of the damage I'm going to lose by giving up this Evo, because Hero of Antiquity is starting to do 12 damage by himself. And my opponent just concedes because he realizes that, like, okay, well, I can't clear all of that, I'm just going to die to Albert. So again, this game, it came down to, oh, well, I had a very, very good tech choice. Additionally, my opponent did not find a Roach. If he had found a Roach at any point in time, I probably would have died. So for this next game, I forgot why I lost, but I remember now. Yeah, all of the Force games I've played, I don't know why, but all the Force games have all been PTP the last like 48 hours. So PTP is a very, very dangerous deck for this deck to face, because you don't play any of the, you don't get to play the game cards in that of Bahamut or Odin. You can actually play Odin, which again, we'll talk about that when I go ahead and go into detail about the deck. So let me just go and show you the next game. So this game straight up was just, actually no. Yeah, this game straight up was just fire. This game, like, my tech choices, again, they paid off, and I got to win because of it. I also finally get to show people the value of both Cyclone Blade as well as Hero, as well as Alexander. So I kept the Geno, because the Geno was something I could do on 4. My early game is kind of shit, so... So I'm just gonna go Veteran Lancer, because I know he's neutral. He's gonna have to trade. He's gonna want to play Kaiser. That's fine. I can just go and trade. That's still fine. I only get punished here if he has double 2-drop on his turn 4 play. Here he has Impartial Strix. Now this Strix is deadly, but it's good for me. It's good for me because he went tall in a matchup where he wins if he goes wide. All he has to do is just go wide. Like, Sword has difficulty dealing with wide boards, so if he goes wide, I have a difficult time clearing. However, he did not, and because he did not, we're gonna get him. So here, I'm gonna get to go Gawain. Gawain's gonna get me an insane four cost reductions. The cost reductions on the Albert and the Luminous Mage probably don't matter that much. However, the cost reductions on the Front Guard General as well as the Alexander are very, very, very relevant. So here he goes Spina. When he plays the Spina, I get confused because I'm assuming that now he's like that he. Oh well, I'm assuming that he's neutral Roach, and it's us fishing for his Roach. I don't know if he's playing 2-drops. I'm assuming he's not because the common lists for this deck do not actually play 2-drops. But here, I'm just going to go ahead and evolve my Luminous Knight into his Spina. I'm praying that he doesn't have B&B this turn. If he has B&B, I'm in a bad spot. He has B&B. I'm sad. But here, because I got the cost reduction, I can go ahead and just tempo out a Front Guard General. I'm not going to Evo the Front Guard General because the Front Guard General can't actually kill off this B&B. So, however, he's out of Evos, so he can't. So he's going to have to trade too. When he trades, I can chip it into range of killing it next turn. However, my opponent is a god and has the Aura yet for the perfect 5, 6, 7 curve, and now his thing is huge again. However, I have a counter. I have Alexander. So I've said this a lot, but I think part of why Control Sword isn't as good of a isn't as good of a deck is not because of the concept of the deck is bad. It's because the people building the lists aren't building it correctly. One of the things that you should probably be thinking about when you play Control Sword is that I should probably be playing Alexander. Historically, what does Sword have a difficult time coming back from? Oh, when my opponent plays a wide board. What does Alexander let you do? Oh, you see that wide board? Get rid of it. Alexander is very, very good because Alexander is actually one of the few things that pre-nerf could go toe to toe with an Ektar. That isn't like when you can perfectly clear off an Ektar, that is actually insane, and that's actually a very, very relevant thing because again, what's the thing that's killing you? Oh, my opponent has a board. I have no plays. I'm gonna die. So I really like Alexander, and as you'll see here, the Alexander is gonna go 1 for 3, and sure, it's gonna use up my last Evo, but it's finally gonna eliminate this Beauty and the Beast. If I can kill this Beauty and the Beast, if he tries to play another one, I just go ahead and kill that with Hero, and he's gonna be in a bad spot. So I evolve. When you play the Alexander, it's important to go ahead and trade into the small creatures first, and then trade into the biggest creatures last. The reason why is because that way you can go ahead and you can get all the trades that you need to get. Alexander can hit things on the board up to 14 times. So yeah. So as long as you keep him alive, he's gonna be able to clear almost everything, if not everything. He can trade into 4 2-drops, or you can trade into 3 2-drops and something big. So here, he goes Impartial Strix into Alice. This is dangerous for me. However, I don't have a good way to get rid of both, so I'm just gonna get rid of the biggest one. Even though I drew the Tsubaki, I'm gonna go ahead and play the hero. I'm playing the hero because if I play the Tsubaki, I'm gonna want to Evo. If I Evo the Tsubaki, that's not a good play because I'm giving up my win condition to try to outvalue Carrots. I'm never going to outvalue Carrots. That's just never gonna be a thing that happens. Additionally, with the hero, I can try to get in some chip damage for the next turn because next turn I can go Geno plus Kai'Sa. I can go ahead and hit him in the face for 6. I can go ahead and trade the Geno into the Alice. I'll get 2 tokens. I'll be able to threaten lethal. I'll need to trade. That'll be good for me. And then, or additionally, if he for some reason decides to go tall again, I can use Albert this time to go ahead and clean up the board and go ahead and be threatening to always be in a spot to kill him with Alberts. But here he goes Goblin Mage into Faria, into Carrot, into Selector. and he just like makes a full board. He doesn't trade, he doesn't remove this thing, that's fine. But here, I top deck the Cyclone Blade. Cyclone Blade is amazing because like with the advent of Hero, you can usually try to guarantee that you'll have a target for your Cyclone Blade. That makes Cyclone Blade a lot better because now you'll be able to use it for the actual AoE. 6 damage AoE on a creature while hitting face is pretty good. And here he just concedes because there's no he gets to come back on his board because like he made the gamble that wouldn't have the Cyclone Blade because again, Cyclone Blade is one of those cards that a lot of people don't play. I think to some degree you probably need to be playing at least one, but yeah. And then for this last game, I believe this game was versus D-Shipped. Again, for me, for my control sort list, as a preface, it usually does not do very, very well versus D-Ship because I don't have as much Smork as other people have. Like for example, I'm choosing to run I'm choosing to run Hero over Fangblade just because I like Hero more. Hero is better versus things like say Haven, but it's worse versus versus things where we actually need the immediate damage. Now here he plays the Bell Ringer. I have no idea what to think, but when he plays the Magic Missile, I now know, oh, he's a bad D-Ship list. So I go ahead and go Momo. He draws a card. That's fine. Here he has Conjure Golem into double snipe, and I was really sad by that. But, you know, hey, these things happen. So here, I go Geno. Now, there is merit to me pre-evolving this Geno. If I pre-evolve the Geno, then I don't have to worry about my Geno dying to him having another 1 damage ping. However, I've seen him use three out of his potential 6 possible pings they could be playing. So I'm not going to put him on having another ping. That's very unlikely. If I evolve, then I get blown back if he has Levi Evo, or hell, even if he just has removal spell and all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just suicide this Geno. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Here he goes double insight into summon Snow. So now I'm very confused. I don't know if he's D-Shipped or if he's Conjuring Force. He doesn't Evo, which is questionable. Because now I get to go Council of Card Knights. I evolved the Club Soldier. The reason why I evolved the Club Soldier is because again, I still want to play around Levi. He just drew like 3. He just drew 3 more cards. There's a very strong chance he has Levi Evo. However, by evoing this way, I am playing into Kaleidoscopic Glow because I believe these guys are. Oh no, I lied. Okay, never mind. I thought for a while that these guys were 2-drops, so I was very scared about this when I made this play. However, because these guys are 3-drops, they can't be K-glowed, and as a result, he needs to trade into all of this all at once. If he can't do that, he's going to eat a lot of damage. Oops, yeah. So I just go ahead and drop another 13. Now he has to be wary because as long as I don't need to use my last Evo, then all you need to do is just get him 3 more damage and he's going to die. Here, he has the Levi, like I expected. The Levi will still help him clear off everything I have on my board, which is fine. It happens, no biggie. So here, I'm going to make an interesting play. I'm going to go Whole Soul Swing into Geno, and not the other way around. So by doing it this way, I get a 4-3 and a 1-1. Now, he can't, because he's used so many pings, he's most likely unable to clear both. That's going to be good for me, because I have Luminous Mage next turn to go ahead and try to make some plays. I do pre-Evo this Geno. I pre-Evo this Geno because, again, it's going to play around Levi plus Evo. However, it does play into Wind Blast. If he has Wind Blast, I'm sad. If he doesn't, that's good. However, he has Golem Assault. The Golem Assault is actually still very, very good for me. Like yes, I don't get that. I don't get that juicy 6 damage, but he did just use his last Evo, so now his last 2 Levi's are gonna be dead when he finds them. That's good for me. So here, I make another very, very interesting play. I go and go Luminous Mage, but I don't evolve it. I evolve the Luminous Knight. The reason why I evolve this is because I had to do some math in my head, but if I evolve this way, I get 2 damage this turn, plus 1 damage the next turn if this Knight lives again. If the Knight lives again and hits him in the face, he's dead to Albert. Whereas if I evolve the Luminous Mage, and for some reason like this entire board but the Knight dies, then I still need 3 more attacks of the Knight in order to put him into range of the Albert. Additionally, I put 4 priority targets into play. So he has to choose between killing my 2/3, which is unevolved, but always threatens to be able to evolve, or killing my 3/2, which is more damage in play, and that's gonna be very difficult for him to do. He's gonna be unable to do both. So here he goes Rhyme Wine for 2 and then concedes because he doesn't have any more Evos because he's playing a bad deck. So it's not that he's playing a bad deck per se. What I mean by saying that is that like he's playing cards that you shouldn't be playing. Like when you're playing a combo deck, you should try to like avoid playing very, very bad hedge cards like that, just because you want to play towards your combo. So you want to have things that let you goldfish, but you also want to play things that are actually going to be conducive on board. A big reason for why Bellringer Angel no longer sees play is because right now we live in a very, very aggressive metagame environment where 0/2 ward isn't really going to be enough to cut it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I will do a deck explanation video because there are like some different things you can do with this. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. See